up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble makes like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, and the dream that
I'm filming you right now. This is one of those little keepsakes forever.
Can
Top of my head looks a lot like my father's, maybe in about 15 years.
Wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like a lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, and the dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I
life, keep me free from birth, give me hope, help me cope with this heavy load, trying to touch and reach you with heart and soul.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Chris. Here I am in one of my favorite places in the whole world.
Anna Squam.
Patsy's 70th birthday.
Yes,
and she's older. She's much older. I am possibly young at heart.
Young at heart. Not to be confused.
And we are at
Elephant
Point, Rockport, Mass. Rockport, Mass. August 28th, 2007. A memorable year. 70th birthday. And Gonzalez just resigned, so it's a very happy day.
It's a birthday gift.
Birthday gift. And Uncle Eric sitting up there on a rock. Get Uncle Eric on the rock.
We'll try to do this with the light source being directly in our face here. He's over there in the corner. And here's Dad, thinking about the next great American novel. He's going to write about himself this next time here. And his arms are not in a defensive posture at this point. All right.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're standing on the rocks at Hicks Point near Rockport, Massachusetts, and behind me are a pile of catalogs that were left over from the banks and the libraries that were built all over New England. And Mrs. Miller here, who is a geologist, yes, how do you do, folks? Yeah, will tell you a little bit about the sedimentary value of these rocks.
Yes, well, granite has been used for centuries because it's so hard, like my sister, and it lasts forever, like she does. And thank you very much.
You're not off the hook yet.
This is Bob Hope, and she thinks she's...
And she's Gracie Allen.
Gracie.
Well, tell us, Gracie.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie.
All right, here we go. So, you know, my mother's getting this award, and I don't know, I think it's over the top a little bit. Can I get your comments on this?
You're not really asking that, are you?
No, I'm not really asking that.
I think she's worked very hard for this award, and she's deserving. And are the Oscars tonight? Is that what that is?
This there is. There's a lot of build-up.
And her producer and director are involved.
I think Jean is the Marty Scorsese of the USD alumni. I'm surprised she hasn't gotten it 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of love here. Would you care to comment on
I would have to say this is long overdue, and it's about time.
All right, I think that covers it.
When Jean Hicks Miller came to the San Diego College for Women, President Bush was 9 years old. The average price of a home in San Diego was $7,000. And Rock Around the Clock was at the top of its charts. That was a while ago. But fortunately for us, Jean graduated from the College for Women but never left the University of San Diego. The Mother Rosalie Clifton Hill Award for Service to the university couldn't go to a more deserving person. Let's meet Jean.
God, here we go.
College for Women was little more than a construction site in 1955, perfectly suited to a young student from Palm Springs. Jean Hicks came to USD looking for direction. What she found was purpose. The USD College for Women was co-founded by the Religious of the Sacred Heart. Its leader was a diminutive Reverend Mother whose big ideas and even bigger heart left an indelible impression on the fledgling college and its students. In Jean Hicks, the USD experience fostered a love for education that became a passion and a bond with the institution that would last a lifetime.
I arrived here a rather unfocused student, and I did not have a picture of where I was going with my future. I knew that I needed an education, and I knew that this was the good place to be. I had no idea until later, really, the caliber of the teachers here that was so excellent. They made things interesting for me that had not interested me in the past. And after I left, it was this realization of how lucky I had been to get such good education.
Hicks was also at the heart of the College for Women's social life.
Dating at USD was always interesting. There was the men's college across the street, and the boys over there, we called them, were very, very nice. But it was easier at that time to date the Navy officers because they had cars and could take us to the officers' club, and you didn't have to be 21 to drink. And so that, of course, was a very, very alluring atmosphere.
When she was first dating Ken here at the university, Jean had her good times, but after she met Ken, she had eyes for no one else, and that has been a wonderful and beautiful relationship in her life, which has grown and deepened and is wonderful to see.
Hicks and Ken Miller married 3 weeks after graduation. His career took the growing family to Philadelphia, Denver, and Los Angeles, way stations on the way back to San Diego and to USD. When the Miller children were young, car trips were punctuated by rousing games of Spot Mommy's College.
My mother was always so proud of USD that she was, even though we knew where it was, I mean, it's written in our DNA, we know where USD is. Driving up and down the Friars Road or I-8, we always knew that the question would ultimately come where's Mommy's college? And over the years it turned into a game, who could be the first to spot it. Oh, my sisters would have blocked me out on purpose. It was very frustrating. I still have some issues I need to work through.
Jean once again became part of the fabric of life at USD through involvement with the Alumni Association and with the Sisters of the Sacred Heart.
As a volunteer, whenever I would ask for a group from that particular decade to step forward, Jean always led the pack. In my early days in the development of the Alumni Relations Program, there was a critical need for the institution to claim the legacy of the Religious of the Sacred Heart and of the alumni of the Sacred Heart. As a Sacred Heart alumna, Jean carried that banner extremely well and always has. She has a deep and abiding faith. She has a deep and abiding commitment to the Religious of the Sacred Heart and to all that stands for.
We called them Mothers of the Sacred Heart at that time, were very much focused on our, not only our education, but our growth as women. They were nurturing. I can remember faltering along the way a few times and just getting encouragement. Not criticism, but just I could do better.
My favorite place to visit is Founders Chapel. And when I see Founders Chapel, when I experience Founders Chapel, I think of Jean because of her commitment to the institution at the spiritual level. Jean gets it. She understands from day one what it means to be a Catholic institution.
I think my favorite place on campus would be Founders Chapel. It was just a very quiet place, a very special place. I had never seen anything quite like it. To see what the university has become now is, to me, a very proud moment. To see it now it's just a thing of beauty.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.